where we reach to a standard. Your first semester exam being nearer to you. That's why in this situation I want to cover those lessons which are remaining. First lesson inside that time, too much vast, too much difficult, too much lengthy. Each and every contribution which can be included in this is too much unlimited. That's why we are taking a lot of time. But those lessons which are start on them before 2 weeks, any situation I want to cover. The send of video which reaches Samstha also send up to until last date I say about 18 where first preliminary exam we start. Okay, see student, which lesson you start newly metal and number of lessons are over. As like to this we also cover that lesson, but which point can be covered? As like to all lessons, those lessons which are completed up to now, I am not given lot of names which are related with them. But before starting of every lessons are there, it is necessary to tell our responsibility of teacher. Those new concepts which can be added in that lesson. First of all, bombard our students' ears, eardrums. That time they grasp, not grasp, they digest, undigest. But first of all, tree diagram, format, skeleton, bones, number of information, added layer which can be included in that lesson. First of all, exposed in front of students. That are the first hour for per lesson. When you start newly, when you study about metals and non-metals, that time which point they can be shown. I say skeleton, complete information which can be exposed in within 10 marks. In short, in English, tree diagram format. When you observe metal and non-metals, first of all ask certain types of questions. Do you know about metals? Which are the types of element? If it is words are there, that time he started, sir, if you want to identify metals, if you want to confirm non-metals, categorize armor, one sides, if you want to 100% they are metals, how I detected? From that point of angle, he says that first of all understood me from physical property. Which physical property shown by metals in your textbook from my point of angle? Physical state, luster, malleability, ductility, conduction of heat, conduction of electricity, sonorous, melting point, boiling point. These are the main property which is it shown for metals, which are exception, we understood. That's why lessons start from physical property of elements. If elements are shown, that I am able to say they are metals. After one, another side is remaining non-metal. Is it shown? As like to all physical property from physical state to sonorous, physical state, luster, malleability, ductility, conduction of heat, conduction of electricity. After one, last of all, sonorous, MP, BP, all five. Is it shown by non-metals? That's why metal and non-metal lesson can be do by using two ways. By using physical property. Is it enough? Is it adequate? Is it sufficient? He says that you want to more learn. I have no confidence to say you are metal. On which basis you are definitely metals? Again test by using chemical properties. Open the door of laboratory. Use different reagents. First of all, electronic configuration. If it is same plus minus anion, electronic configuration. Reaction of acid. See, at the time of starting I will say but these are the three diagrams. Reaction of acid, reaction of water, and last of all is the reaction of air or oxygen. That's why that lesson bended in another way. Which physical properties of elements. After one, if you confirm that on metals, one arm left behind, you also were there tested by using physical property. Not worse are there, again restart by using chemical property. That's how 4 chemical property can be introduced in a textbook. Electronic configuration, formation of ions, reaction of air, reaction of acid, and reaction of reaction of water. These are last of all in your textbook Second of all, purity of gold. Last of all, corrosion. And last of all, he says that which alloy. Alloy, last of all, corrosion, purity of gold, and noble metal. These are the last point which can be added in this. In short, those concepts which can be added in that lesson, once again I tell. Physical properties of metal, physical properties of non-metal, chemical property included with four, reaction of formation of iron, air, acid, water, same simultaneously. After one, uses of metals and non-metals. Last of all, four noble metals. Purity of gold. 24 karat gold is a pure gold. If you make 22 karat gold, which two times can be added? Last of all, alloy. Alloy is the homogeneous mixture of metal with non-metal, brass, bronze, stainless steel. Just heard that word. If I listen at the time of concept, it's very clarified. And last of all, added one important point, corrosion. Day by day, number of gases which is present in the atmosphere, they can be hammered on that. Slow process of decay and destruction of metal due to reaction with environment, it is known as corrosion. These are the main points which can be covered in that lesson. Sir, when you start that about lesson, which are real types, real name, metal and non-metal. Sir, what do you mean metals? All are metals. Students which are present in front of you, these are metals. And others are there. If you want to detect about that metal, what negative and contrast opposite in front of them. Non-metals, non-metals. That's why lesson how is so. Lesson how run. Sir, name allow metal and non-metal. Which category, on which basis you say surely these are metal. No objections. Everything is right. Each and every each are property with them shown by that elements. That's why they are metals. Because of confirmation. Absolutely. 101%. I have no confusion. Each and every which are showing because of metals. Second sum. These are the non-metals. That's my title of that is not element. Element is the father. Element is the upstairs which can be present at the top levels. They are again divided into different types. But how I show? How I confer? Because of confirmation, directly name of that lesson. Not element, not types of element. He says that two are which are always present in 118 elements. How I confer? All are metal and all metal. On which basis? For 8 standard, he says that number of property I follow you tested, and after one you decide these are metals as well as non-metals. That's why once again I say that name of axis can be exposed in front of metal and non-metals. Sir, I know very well teacher teaches lot of for you, but students can't ignore his idea of which certain uses. That time he is asking different types of things. Do you know about first question? Which are the types of units? If students are not that one well, if it is not known, teacher given right pathway, learn them. Types of element, all elements can be classified into three major ways. Right, lesson B starts. First of all is the metal. Second of all is the non-metal. And third of all is the alloy. Types of metal, first of all, he asked question first. किती मिनिटं झाली?